Hi everyone, I recently finished Social and Cultural Anthropology, a very short introduction by John Monaghan, professor at Vanderbilt University, and Peter Just, associate professor of anthropology at Williams College. This was a neat book exploring some obscure but very interesting cultures in South America and Indonesia, and examining the field of anthropology itself. Anthropology differs from sociology in that it's basically the study of cultures through immersion and at a smaller scale, often focusing heavily on interpreting the cultural aspect of societies and all of their social nuances. While the field of anthropology may strike most as fairly vague, I think anyone broadly interested in social studies, history, and even psychology will find this book worth reading. A very interesting dilemma that gets examined are the ethics of how the anthropologists should attempt to interfere with and alter the society they are studying. That brings me to a major trigger warning for page 138. A particular tribe in New Guinea has a certain practice for initiating children to adulthood that will strike almost all outside observers as beyond outrageous. Looking up more information on the internet, this practice seems to have largely stopped as religious missionaries have gradually exercised more influence on the native population. Either way, read page 138 with caution. If you'd like to stick around, here are my top 5 notes from the book. Number 1, from page 13, Ethnography. Within anthropology, ethnography is the principal research activity, the act of living amongst and interacting in societies for an extended period of time to learn and understand their social customs. Number 2, from page 46, Culture as a Coral Reef. Anthropologist Alfred Kroeber compared culture to a coral reef. It's built up by secretions of millions of tiny animals, which existed before any of its living members, providing a culture which future generations will remain constrained. This is meant to explain why individuals have a minimal role in shaping culture and history. Number 3, from pages 135 and 136, 16th century Mesoamerica and Bad Days. Children born during the 5 unlucky days at the end of the year in the Mesoamerican calendar, a time when fasting and minimal activity was meant to be observed, were considered humans without a destiny, and were denied personhood, and would often be left to die or be cast away from society. Number 4, from pages 136 and 137, Culture-Bound Syndromes. Many cultures around the world, from Latin America to Indonesia, have classified their own diseases, in which a traumatic event is linked with a weakening of the body's immune system, sometimes described as one's soul or psychic energy being disrupted and allowing illnesses to manifest in the body. Even in modern Western societies, some illnesses appear to be born out of culture and our mind's perceptions, such as certain eating disorders. And number 5, from pages 139 and 140, we have a list of a dozen culture-bound syndromes. Here's a couple right now. Hwabyong, anger syndrome in Korea. Insomnia, fatigue, panic, fear of death, indigestion, generalized pain caused by the suppression of anger. Spell, found in the southern United States, a trance state in which individuals communicate with deceased relatives or spirits. It can be associated with brief periods of personality change. Alright, and that was my look at social and cultural anthropology, a very short introduction, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.